Hello, hello.
What's up? What's up?
Welcome back to Zone 4. I know it looks a little different, but we always family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
welcome to the screen where we, Danae Davis,
Jamarcus Jones.
will give you the film and television news of your life.
Because you need it. I'm
Because you
telling
need
you.
it.
I'm
You
telling
want
you.
it. All right, let's jump right into
You
it.
need it. You want
So,
it.
for all our Frozen fans, anybody, let it go. We ain't
Hey.
letting it go.
We not. We
Because
can't.
we have a new trailer for Frozen 2. Let's get into that.
So, that was
It's a
pretty
little
chilling.
cold in
I like
here.
that. It's getting kind of cold in here. You feel me?
It's cold in the
Man, so
studio.
some news about that. They broke the all-time views record for an animated movie. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Cause you have
It's Frozen, okay? So, being that they dropped this trailer months before, because Frozen 2 is not supposed to be on screen until November, and it's already creating a buzz, and it's only February.
Yeah.
So for that to be a top billing movie,
1.2 billion. 1.2 billion.
1.2 billion, not 1.1, 1.2.
You gotta add another one.
Gotta add another
one.
But for that to be, already buzzing, we can already see, how much money and how much time they put into Frozen 2. Because Frozen came out in 2013.
Yeah.
So it's 2019, new year, new Frozen.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
I'm ready for it too. Speaking of great movies and great actors and actresses, we have Jason Momoa is expected to be a part of the new remake of Dune. If you guys don't know too much about Dune,
Probably know him.
Basically, based on Empire Online, Denis Villeneuve, correct me if I'm wrong, new adaptation of Dune just keeps pouring in like sand through an hourglass. Now, Jason Momoa, a man more normally seen in CGI water these days, is joining the film.
Aquaman.
Dune aims to tackle Frank Herbert's sprawling far future tale of warring families, a desert planet, and a giant sandworms that stalk its landscapes. The story finds the Atreides family, led by Oscar Isaac's Duke Leto, winning control of precious planet Arrakis, home to an ultra-valuable spice that has a mind-altering power and also aids in interstellar navigation. But when the Atreides are betrayed by the Emperor and attacked by the Harkonnen forces, ruled by Stellan, his last name is pretty hard to say, Baron, backed up by enforcer/nephew Glossu Beast Rabin, to be played by Dave Bautista, the son of family Paul, flees with his mother, Lady Jessica, into the harsh terrain. There, Paul joins forces with the local freemen, commanded by Javier Bardem Stilgar, meets Chani Zendaya. Hello. Zendaya's in this movie as well, a warrior woman he's already seen in Prison Dreams. So, originally, this movie was made in 1984.
In the 80s, yeah. So we actually seen a clip from it yesterday, and it was just to say that it was in the 80s. The graphics on it were just stellar. Like you can see the eyes, how the eyes change. They had purple eyes, and then they glossed over to silver, and that was just cool, because they didn't have the technological advances that we have now.
Right. So, touching bases on more of Jason Momoa's character, Jason Momoa is to play Duncan Idaho, which was a swords master in the service of the House of Atreides and one of Duke Leto's right-hand men with Gurney Halleck and Thufir Hawat. Duncan Idaho was said to be very handsome. He had black, curly hair, a dark complexion, and green or blue eyes. During the days of the original Duck in Idaho, and during the time of the God Emperor, he was regarded as something of a ladies' man. So Jason Momoa fits that part extremely well. Okay. Shout out to Jason Momoa. Shout out to Zendaya.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a great movie. And Dune is more of like it gives you like a Star Trek.
Yeah.
You know.
80s vibe.
Thor.
Thor, Caesar, a little bit in the Romans. You don't think so?
No, it's definitely giving me like Star Trek, Star Wars.
Yeah.
On Earth, if that makes sense. So yeah, be on the lookout. We don't know when it will be released, but it says to be released this year, so be on the lookout for that.
Yes, definitely.
So let's get into the releases that you need to go check out in the movie theaters that are playing right now. We have What Men Want with the
Roger P. Henson
and the Erykah Badu. You know,
February 8th.
Already know. It was already recently dropped February 8th. We also have Happy Death Day to You.
That's two.
So if you didn't see number one, definitely go see well, I don't think I should say that. You need to go see number one.
Yeah.
And then definitely go see number two.
Get the backstory.
Girl that just keeps dying. It's kind of like reincarnation a little bit, touch bases.
And it's crazy, they put it the day before Valentine's Day, so
that's the crazy.
You kind of want to be alive for your loved ones. So
say happy, not happy birthday, but it is her birthday, right? Well, it's her death day.
It's her death day, yeah.
Yeah, they dropped it way before Valentine's Day. So if you're looking for a scary movie date, you guys didn't hang out yesterday, it's okay, girl. You know, he got you Friday.
Not Friday.
What Men Want, and also go out and see Happy Death Day to You.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back after this commercial break.
It's about trailblazing a path of excellence. It's about engaging in the greater community. Above all, it's about helping you realize your dreams. Ignite your passion. Experience Prairie View A&M University.
Welcome back to Zone 4 The Screen.
Ooh.
We back, so now to TV. You know, we were talking about films, now to TV and the TV news. So, you know, Steve Harvey and Monique, they really had a family feud.
Let's get into this, okay? So, Monique, Steve invited Monique on set, right?
Yes.
To basically discuss how she's been blackballed and why she's done what she has done, and why she has done it. So Steve, come on, Steve. Steve has, you know, this idea of, you know, minimizing integrity, but focusing on as long as I got my money and making sure my family's straight. That's all I need to worry about. But Monique is focused on the integrity side. Yes, it's a money game, as she stated.
Yeah.
It's a money game, but it's also an integrity game.
I thought Harvey, Mr. Harvey, he has some valid points, you know. Sometimes you have to have money to elevate your peers, you know, and it is a money game. And you should have integrity, and I feel like in certain ways, it's how you frame it. If you frame something a certain way, you can still have integrity, and you can still have the opportunity to benefit yourself and your surrounding peers. That's how I feel like it, you know. So you can only help somebody if you do have certain opportunities and if you do have a platform. So that's how I feel he kind of went about it. You don't like that?
The only thing I would have to say is the reason why I'm siding with Monique a lot more is because of what she said as far as, you know, Tyler Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, Oprah, and him all sided with her. Yeah. As she stated, and man, there's nothing wrong. But when she's blackballed, it's, wrong. So it's like, what side are you on?
That's what I do agree on. I do feel that if that's his sister, like he said that, you know, she is, he should have stepped up for her, you know, in that stance, you know.
No, I just feel like everyone's missing the point when Monique says, you know, it is definitely an integrity game and an inequality game. Because we all know Monique is worth.
Yeah, all money ain't good money.
Monique is worth more than what we give. You know what I mean?
She's a great talent.
I feel like Steve was trying to say, oh, if you block this blessing, you're blocking all your blessings. Like, Precious doesn't get replayed, and like that doesn't cause revenue, and her other, you know, comedic stand-ups doesn't get, you know, revenue, and that doesn't, you know, send revenue into her pocket. And it kind of made me feel like, okay, Steve, so what you're trying to say is I'm blocking my blessings when I'm sticking up for myself. So you want me to not only stick up for being a black comedic woman and not stand up for inequality if I feel that I'm being, you know, if I feel that I'm being, you know, put in that light of, okay, she's a black woman, she's a comedian, we're gonna give this guy ample amount of money for his comedic stand-up, but we're gonna give her a little bit. You know what I mean?
And that is not fair.
I see how she is really pressing on that, because it happens not only in stand-up, it happens to actresses, you know, everywhere.
Yes,
you know, so
yes, I do.
Steve, I understand how he's, you know, trying to preach to her, but you got to understand, Steve, this is not your child, okay? Because I feel like he was talking at her, then more talking to her. Because men.
Listen. It's a certain way. It's how you frame it.
Men.
And and like, you know, I'm not a woman, so I don't understand the things you go through. You get it? So, but it's certain ways you frame, and it's certain way. If you frame it a certain way, you can still have the ability to have that integrity and still have different opportunities in your career. That's what I'm saying. It's
I'm
like
with you, Mo.
And you can't tell it to Oprah. You told Oprah and Lee Daniels and
But I mean, that's just who she is as a comedian. That's another thing that people fail to realize. Monique,
that's history,
Monique is, you know, just like Cardi B, not in a sense of they stayed the same. You know what I'm saying? Even though they went into the industry, they stayed the same. Monique is the same person that was on the comedic stand-up.
She gonna say what's on her mind and how she feels, and that's what we need, someone who can be that, you know, radical and say that, you know, so the issue can be brought up.
I just say I'm standing with you, Mo. You know, I love us for real.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
I love us for real.
I see both sides, and I do.
I see both sides too, but Steve, you got to learn how to talk to people and not talk at people, okay? Understand it's a brother and sister thing, but understand she's a grown woman just like you.
Steve in his mouth.
All
in love.
All in love, but it's more of like you have these friends that are telling you it's okay, but then, you know, behind closed doors. But when it's time to be in public, it's it's an outrage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, Mo, I love us for real. I would like to see that. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for it.
So let's go to psych.
Psych movie gets a sequel on USA.
So it was a TV show. But now it's a movie. I didn't know that at first, so that's news to me.
Psych has released a movie, and
Yeah.
I believe it's coming out this year as well. So they decided to make Psych, the movie, a sequel on USA because who doesn't love Psych? You know what I'm saying? You have a psychic friend as an investigator, and
But the thing, here's the plot twist. He's not even psychic. He's just a really good observer. That's what he is.
Then why is it called Psych?
Because he plays as a psychic. That's his niche. I mean, it's not his niche. It's what he identifies himself as. But he's really not a psychic. He just and then he looks at it and then he observes. It's not, telepathic stuff. Stuff like that.
But yeah, I am excited. I'm very excited for Psych, the movie, because Psych has been on the television for a pretty long time.
Yeah.
So I am excited that they get a series. Not only is it a movie, it's a movie series. So I expect it to be like lengthy as Game of Thrones, about 30, 40 minutes type of series. And also, for all my Psych fans, go out and, check it out. USA, it should be coming out this year. And we'll get you that news release date soon. Speaking of new releases, we have Proven Innocent on Fox. It's coming back today, February 15th, 9 p.m. Ransom Season 3 is coming back out for all my CSI investigator, loving people, detective, all that, Law and Order. You would want to watch Ransom.
Elvis All-Star Tribute Special, 9 p.m. at CBS.
For all my hunka burning love.
Oh, come on.
You guys gotta watch. Elvis.
Yeah.
Elvis is having a tribute on, is it APC, I believe? It's CBS. CBS at 9 p.m. on this Sunday. So be sure to tell your aunties, your great aunties, whoever who loves Elvis to go check it out on CBS.
Rockstar.
Yes, Rockstar Lifestyle might not make it.
Oh.
But all right, we'll get right back with you with our streaming news, and you do not
stay
want to
tuned.
miss this.
Prairie View A&M University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity.
And welcome back.
Welcome back. We are here with our streaming services news.
Yes.
Now, hold up, Netflix.
Come on, Netflix, not the Netflix.
Netflix
Chill. Come on.
recently had to evacuate their premises in the Hollywood campus because it was said that someone came into work with a deadly weapon.
Plot twist, it was no weapon.
That's the crazy part. So everyone's evacuating because they thought he was going to shoot the club up. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot the club. No, don't shoot the club.
But yes, so prayers go out to Netflix and the Hollywood campus because we love Netflix and we don't want anyone to get hurt in Netflix.
No
you know
gun violence.
Yes,
No
let's
gun
remove the
violence.
guns. Guns is not what it is. You know what I'm saying? So prayers go out to Netflix. Thank God no one got hurt, and thank God there wasn't a deadly weapon involved. And thank God they are super cautious over what's being brought in and what's being brought out. Because if they wouldn't have known, because what if it was a deadly weapon? And they were like, oh, it's not a deadly weapon.
Then
Where would
caught
we be?
Slipping.
Exactly. So also some new releases on Netflix is Killer Mike. Tell us about Killer Mike.
Killer Mike. I love this brother. Trigger warnings on Netflix. It's called Trigger Warnings with Killer Mike, and this dude is so innovative. Oh my God!
Yes.
Like he teaches the black community how to take an idea and really make it into a reality. So it's basically a plan to action. Have a plan, put it to action. You got to check it out.
Right. Not only check out Killer Mike, also check out the Umbrella Academy, which is coming out today. So it should be on, your streaming service. So when you see Netflix originals, it should pop up right up there. So click on that and, take a look. It's giving us a little Teen Titan Justice League feel, but more of in the school play. So this is going to be very interesting. Also, Larry Child's Dangerous World of Comedy is coming out today too. So if you want a little comedic relief, check that out.
Check it out. Get some laugh on.
Get your laugh on. Get your laugh on.
That's all we have for today.
Yes.
Unfortunately, but catch us next Friday.
Yes.
We'll be back at you with Zone 4.
Boo, boo, boo.
See you next time.
Yes. Don't forget to go see What Men Want. I'm not playing.